What's good YouTube? And welcome to the house. I've got to hand it to Konami. The Lost Art promotion is one of the best of all time, and how they handled this one is even more interesting. They reached out to the community, they talked to us, and they're like, here's a list of what we're willing to do. You guys vote on it, and we turned out with some of the most amazing cards. Foolish Burial with the Cross has been waiting for the TCG for far too long. Solemn Judgment with Halos, an actual Church on Offerings to the Doom, which has appeared in some metagames, not Safety Scissors with Edge Imp Sabers, a real cannon instead of a fake cannon with Super Dreadnought Rail Cannon Gustav Max, and Blood on a Dragon with Super Rejuvenation. Konami no longer scared of the 2002 soccer mom who might go, well, my kid's not gonna play if there's a cross on that card. Look, we're in the modern age. They've hit like Greek god mythology and all sorts of stuff in the cards as they've developed a backbone throughout the years, and I'm really happy with this. And what's even better is the ground and pound marketing of, you've got to go outside to get these and support a local tournament store. For $30 at an organized tournament store, you're able to walk in, get product you'd already likely be buying somewhere else, like a GameStop, a Walmart, a retailer, like somebody's TCG player, link in the description down below, costing you nothing extra except the cards you'd already be getting. And instead, walking and supporting that store and getting yourself one of these absolutely for free on top of the cards you'd already be buying. It just costs you a little gas, and it gets you looking out at the tournament scene, seeing who else is out there. Maybe you'll go on Locals Day to get these. So these run only from January, February, and March. They skip April and May into the heat of the competitive seasons for June, July, and August. So during these periods, one of each of these cards will be out, and it's pretty cool. Solemn recently went to 3. We have Super Rejuve also peeling off the ban list, so mighty relevant. Gustav Max actually pairs with a recent Legendary Duelist where we got Lieb. And you also have, like I said, niche meta play with Offering to the Dooms that has happened in the past. There's a really funny question answered down here in the Q&A by the while that I found is almost petty. I purchased $29 worth of Yu-Gi-Oh! TCG product, but added sales tax, the total purchase went over $30 the minimum. Is this enough for the card? Sales tax is excluded from the purchase total. So in this example, the customer does not receive the card. Yeah, I just found of course it's a legitimate question to appear on the Q&A, but I find it kind of funny, the way that it's handled and answered. Overall, this is awesome. It supports your OTSs, it gets you out there, it gets you looking for what is around you if you want these, and it's a win-win for collectors, competitive players, and I think 2 of these will stand out very well price-wise. But I want to go over a little bit of a gripe with this kind of a promotion. Like, everything about it's amazing for the most part, but I have one gripe. I'll always find the way, but also want to give props where props are due. One of the first ever censored Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards got double censored, and that's Trial of Hell. By God. So, this card first had LOB, has this name, and that's the base set, Legend of Blue Eyes, and it has a censored art as well where there's blood out there, the eyes are demonic, and it gets censored to the point of being Trial of Nightmare. So not only was it not enough that they took out the blood and the, splinters, no, that's just not it. We've got to take hell out of the name too. Konami really restricted itself based off the thought of, well, it could be little kids playing these games, so we gotta be safe for the mothers. And so taking out the censorship and moving forward was a really, really freaking good move by them. But when we look through other parts here, something's sorely missing. Like, we can't have this card because the artist is holding his foot in the ground saying, I'm not letting this come over to the TCG unless you're willing to not censor the art. And none of the voting options really said anything about Grills, who have had to have almost every single art censored period coming over. Because when we look at this, like, Dark Magician Girl's not offered. Recently, I didn't even know Apollosa was censored. This is our regional playmat, and I didn't know over in the OCG she had a little side showing. Like, that's it. This isn't really lewd or anything, and instead she gets covered up. Midrift is okay by Konami standards now. We have IP Masquerena. We have Apollosa, but they're still gonna cover up over here. They're gonna shave off a little over there. We can't even have the symbol. So every single version of Dark Magician Girl gets kind of hilariously censored. None of these are the options, and I have a feeling if Konami was to make Dark Magician Girl one of the promos, A, it would be one of the most worthwhile, B, it would get the most people out of their houses who usually don't go attend the locals to get as many copies of these as they would, and spend the most money on the promotion on the locals, and C, it would show Konami's got more of a backbone than just, maybe put in a little halo here or a natural graveyard there, But I do get it. Kids play the game. They want to draw the line somewhere. But I just don't see, when we're looking at a card like IP Masquerena, right? When we look at a card like this, and this is fine for a playmat, like, why did the line become like this? What's happened? Now, let's talk a little bit about price with the promos. I think it's obvious to a lot of people which two will be worth the most, but in my opinion, it's Foolish Burial and Solemn Judgment. When we look at Solemn Judgment, even the lowest copies are towards $7 to $8 now, and historically, the best promos from the Lost Art have been towards $10+. Our first installment was the Exodia pieces, which have a real collectible air to them, but here we get collectability and playability. Solemn Judgment here is from the second set ever, originally Metal Raiders, so a lot of old players know it. It's multi-format lived. It even ended up completely banned at one point, and now it's at 3. So you hit this collectability, playability point where people have waited a long time for its art. I think it will be worth the most, and people will be after multiple playsets of these to not only have for themselves to play, but to keep. You also have Foolish Burial, which is limited to 1 right now, which is why I think it won't go as crazy, but its highest rarity versions really sit on a throne in terms of price from Turbo Pack. And even the Secret Rare is up there in terms of pricing. So this is definitely going to be the second most sought after version of it, in my opinion. I think it will kind of dig in lower than you might expect at first, but over time will age well. Konami has not reprinted any of the Lost Art promos anywhere else. And I think it was stated somewhere that they don't have plans to do that. This is a special promotion. It's not going to suddenly be in a pack where you get this art again, I believe. So these are kind of special to where they are. And I really respect that. It gives something special back to you guys. Going out, getting out of your house, going to locals, memories made, times lost, like really good stuff. And it's the best ground and pound marketing I think Konami has today, because back in the Upper Deck days, you get giant Yu-Gi-Oh banners in shops for set releases and other crazy items. This is as close as it gets to the OCG2, getting an actual card without necessarily having to buy other cards, because now you have like the Ash Blossom playmat coming up in February, or you get your structure decks and you can get this extra promo with them. You're not limited in what you're buying. And so you can get a promo card with sleeves that are official Konami, or binders, or, other products. And this is as close to the OCG marketing, where you can get a promo card with your sleeves, or a promo card for like different things that you usually wouldn't, like a playmat set. I think this comes really close to it, and it's showing that Konami's learning over the age for their marketing. It's showing that they're willing to push a certain direction, push the envelope, as it were, which they're not really in danger, let's face it, but they're willing to reach out there and come into the modern age with this a little bit. There's, like I said, I'm allowed to gripe a little. This is like a game. How many changes are there? I think there's over 12 changes in Spicy Spy. The cigarette, it goes away. He's holding nothing. The wine, there's so many things. The glass just disappears. Muyan Curry gets a little steamier. Like, you even edit the faces in the background. This is how far Konami will go in the censorship. And of course, this gets evened out a little in that area too. Konami, if you're stepping towards the modern age, I really do hope that we see Magi Magician Girl in a set in the future, if that's the reason it can't come over. There's always rumors with that, but most consistently I've heard it's because of the artist. I'd like to, head towards a place where we can have this, or Dark Magician Girl be your promo. There's really smart choices you can offer that will get people to dig into this promotion even further. So I hope you consider that option on your next survey. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. And if you're not going out and spending on those Lost Art promos in person, please use that TCG player link in the description down below when shopping singles. It does support the channel directly so much. And I'll be doing another giveaway this month to y'all. Thanks for all the support. I'm always going to set aside a portion of what you guys are helping me make and give it back to somebody in the audience. Thank you guys so much for watching.